कैसे हो आप लोग दोस्तों? होप आप सब लोग बहुत अच्छे हो। सो वी आर बैक विद द अनदर स्टोरी ऑफ सप्लीमेंट्री बुक जिसका नाम है द एनिमी। बहुत ही इंटरेस्टिंग स्टोरी है दोस्तों, काफ़ी लॉन्ग स्टोरी है कंपेयर टू दी अदर स्टोरीज दैट आर प्रेजेंट इन द बुक, बट बहुत ही इंटरेस्टिंग स्टोरी है और एक मैसेज देती है एट द एंड ऑफ द स्टोरी एज वेल। द ऑथर गिव्स अ मैसेज ऑफ यूनिवर्सल ब्रदरहुड दैट वी एक्नॉलेज एंड ओवरऑल बहुत ही इंटरेस्टिंग स्टोरी है। और उस टाइम की स्टोरी है दोस्तों जब जापान और अमेरिका में वॉर्स चल रहे थे एंड देयर वर अ लॉट ऑफ प्रिजनर्स ऑफ फॉर अ लॉट ऑफ पीपल, लॉट ऑफ सोल्जर्स वर बीइंग प्रिजन्ड बाय द गवर्नमेंट्स, बाय द आर्मी ऑफ रिस्पेक्टिव कंट्रीज ड्यूरिंग दैट टाइम, बिकॉज एक फुल फ्लेजेड वॉर चल रहा था। एंड उस समय की स्टोरी है, उस पीरियड की स्टोरी है एंड वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग स्टोरी। आइए देखते हैं। Okay, so again, as I always do, we'll do a scene-wise explanation of the story. I have divided the whole story into 7 scenes. We would look at the explanation of each scene separately, and then we would look at text pertaining to each scene. Okay. Now, the setting and the discovery. So दोस्तों ये उस समय की कहानी है जब जैसे कि मैंने आपको बताया कि अमेरिका और जापान वॉर में थे एंड एक बहुत ही फेमस डॉक्टर होते थे वहाँ पे जापान में उस समय। एंड उनके उनके टाइम की, उनके लिए उनकी सेटिंग और डिस्कवरी, कैसे ये स्टोरी सेट होती है, कैसे उस क्या वो डिस्कवर करते हैं ऑन द शोर्स ऑफ देयर हाउस, ये इस सीन में बताया गया है। असेंशली एज आई नो दैट दिस इज़ द डॉक्टर अपनी फैमिली के साथ एक शोर पे रहते थे सी के, और उनको एक बॉडी डिस्कवर होती है पानी में चलती हुई आते हुए उनके घर की तरफ, राइट। और उसको देख के पहले वो देखते हैं कि पहले वो सोचते हैं कि ये फिशरमैन है, पहले वो लगता है उनको कुछ और है, लेकिन जैसे ही वो पास जाते हैं तो उनको दिखाई देता है कि ये अमेरिकन सोल्जर की एक बॉडी है जो बहुत ही बुरी तरीके से वुंडेड है एंड ही इज़ गन शॉट, मतलब उनको एक गोली लगी है एंड ही इज़ वेरी मच वुंडेड। आइए आइए देखते हैं व्हाट द स्टोरी से, व्हाट द सीन सेज। द स्टोरी ओपन्स एट डॉक्टर सदाओ's हाउस ऑन द जापानीज कोस्ट. The atmosphere is misty and somber, mirroring the moral ambiguity to come. While standing on the veranda with his wife Hannah, they spot a dark figure crawling out of the sea. Initially, they think it's a fisherman, but upon close inspection, they realize it is a wounded American prisoner of war. The Japan and America are at war. Logic dictates they should turn him over to the police, but the man is dying from a gunshot wound. The decision, despite their fear and prejudice, Sadao's medical instinct takes over. They decide to carry the unconscious man into their house and save his life. So जैसे कि ये भी कह रहे हैं कि they thought कि they would be in grave danger if they kind of give any help to the prisoner of war, because he's an American and those two countries were at war at that point of time. His wife also suggests that they should inform the police and they should take him, but then they thought that he'll die, right? And then post looking at the wound and as a doctor, they both decides to take him home and cure him, right? So आइए टेक्स्ट देखते हैं इस सीन का। It was at this moment that both of them saw something black came out of the mist. It was a man. He was flung up of the ocean, flung it seemed to his feet by a breaker. He staggered a few steps, his body outlined against the mist, his arms above his head. Then the curled mist hid him again. Who is that? Hannah cried. She dropped Sidao's arms and they both leaned over the railing of the veranda. Now they saw him again. The man was on his hands and knees crawling. When they saw him fall on his face and lie there, right? As it stated, he was crawling. वो बहुत ही लिम्फ करके चल रहा था and he was not able to walk properly because he had a gunshot. A white man, Hannah whispered. Yes, it was a white man. The wet cap fell away and there was his wet yellow hair, long as though for many weeks it had not been cut. And upon his young and tortured face was a rough yellow beard. He was unconscious and knew nothing that they did for him, right? So the man was unconscious. उसको कुछ पता नहीं था वो कहाँ पे है, कैसे वो वहाँ आया है. बट थोड़ा सा कॉन्शियस, थोड़ी सी उसकी पल्स चल रही थी एंड ऑल दैट ही हैड, राइट. सो both of them recognized him that he's a white man and they recognized him that he was a prisoner of war. Okay, let's move to the next scene. next scene में दोस्तों क्या होता है कि जैसे ही वो उस prisoner को अपने घर में लाते हैं, you know, at that point of time सारे जो उनके servants होते हैं, they you know, the whispering starts. They say that, you know, they should handle or hand over the man to the police, otherwise, you know, they'll be kind of, you know, prisoned by the police, and you know there'll be a case against them. But you know, and this is the same thing that even both the Japanese woman and husband and the doctor also thought that, you know, they should call the police, they should inform them and tell him that they have a white man there at their house. But they decide to kind of not tell anyone, and you know, but they tell the servants that, you know, it's a white man, but they refuse to tell it to anyone else, right? So देखते हैं कैसे उस white man के उनके घर में आने से क्या tensions होती हैं. Sadao and Hannah brings the soldier into Sadao's father's old room, a symbol of traditional Japanese value now occupied by the enemy. The servants are terrified and indignant. They represent the voice of narrow nationalism, believing that by helping an American, their masters are traitor, right? So they were, ये बहुत important है, the voice of narrow nationalism, believing that by helping an American, their masters are traitors, right? So जो servants थे वो ये मानने लगते हैं कि क्योंकि वो एक अमेरिकन को हेल्प कर रहे हैं, they would be considered as traitors, they are traitors to the nation. When Yumi refuses to wash the dirty white man, Hannah does it herself, showing her internal strength and the support for her husband's ethical dilemma. Right? So the doctor was in a dilemma, right? Since he was a doctor, whether to operate a person who needs his help or to inform the police. That's the dilemma that both of them were in. Okay, let's look at the text. But the servants, Sadao inquired, we must simply tell them that we intend to give him to the police. As indeed we must. We must think of the children and your position. It would endanger all of us if we did not give this man over as a prisoner of war. That's what the wife says, right? तो wife says कि servants का क्या होगा, servants को पता लग जाएगा, and she says that, you know, we should give him to the police because, you know, the whole family would be endangered by if we don't tell the police. And you know, she says that you should think about the children as well, what will happen to them if you are arrested or something happens to the family. Sadao agreed. I would not think of doing anything else. So initially Sadao agrees to what his wife was saying, that, you know, they should hand it over to him to the police, and he kind of justifies the fact as well. Right? Thus agreed together, they lifted the man. He was very light, like a fowl that had been half starved for a long time until it was only feathers and skeleton. So his arm hanging, they carried him into the steps and the side of the house. So उसको वो अपने घर के अंदर ले जाते हैं. They carried them up to the steps and the side door of the house. The door opened into a passage, and down the passage they carried the man towards the empty bedroom. It had been the bedroom of Sadao's father, and since his death it had not been used. Then the surgery, right? So initially they were in a dilemma कि उसको हमको पुलिस को बताना चाहिए, क्या करना चाहिए. But looking at the condition of the prisoner, looking at the condition of that white man, you know, they decided to perform Sadao decided that, you know, if we don't do a surgery, he would eventually die, right? So he decides that, you know, let's do the surgery. He performed the surgery for the man. उनका बुलेट वो निकालते हैं, उनकी सर्जरी करते हैं, उनके वुंड्स को हील करते हैं, and that's what he does in this scene. Okay, so Sadao decides to operate and remove the bullet. This scene highlights Sadao's professional excellence. He becomes a pure surgeon, momentarily forgetting that the man on the table is his enemy. Hannah, though nauseated by the sight of the blood, assists with the anesthetic. So Hannah also helps, his wife also helps when his husband says, and he gives the anesthetic to the soldier. As Sadao works, he mutters to the patient, calling him my friend. It's a habit he has with all his friends, ironically blurring the lines between the foe and human being in need. So ये बहुत important line है दोस्तों. This would help us in answering some of the questions that we would discuss it at the end as well. That he mutters to the patient, calling him my friend. It is a habit that he has with all patients, ironically blurring the lines between foe and a human being in need. So कैसे वो जब उसको सर्जरी कर रहा होता है, he calls the prisoner, he calls the white man as his friend, और वो उसकी आदत होती है कि जब भी वो किसी को ऑपरेट करता है उसको एज अ फ्रेंड कहता है, बट उसको भी इवन व्हेन ही वाज ऑपरेटिंग द वाइट मैन ही वाज कॉलिंग हिम हिज फ्रेंड एंड ही वाज एड्रेसिंग हिम एज अ फ्रेंड एज वेल. Okay, let's look at the text of this scene. You have decided to operate, she cried. Yes, he said shortly. He turned his back to her and unfolded a sterilized towel upon the floor of the Tokonoma alcove and put his instruments upon it, right? So he decides to operate. I fetch towels, he said. She went obediently, but how anxious now to the linen shelves and took out the towels. They ought also to be the old pieces of matting so that the blood would not ruin the fine floor covering. She went on to the back veranda where the gardener kept strips of matting which to protect the delicate stuffs on cold nights and look an armful of them. So they perform the operations. He asked his wife to get the towels and get the necessary equipments as well so that he can perform the surgery that the white person needs at that point of time. But when she went back, she says she saw it was useless. The blood was already soaked through the packing in the man's wound and had ruined the mat under him. Right? You will have to give the anesthetic if it needs be. That's what the doctor says to his wife, that in case it's needed, you will only have to give the anesthetic to him. But never have I. It is easy enough, he said impatiently. He was taking out the packing now and the blood began to flow more quickly. He peered into the wound with the bright surgeon's light fastened into his forehead. The bullet is still there. Now I wonder how deep the rock wound is. If this is not too deep, it may be that I can get the bullet, right? So he was performing the surgery. Surgery के बारे में इसमें लिखा हुआ है कि कैसे वो he wears that light torch on his head and he was doing that surgery and he was trying to take out the bullet that was pierced in his body with the equipments that he had, and he was saying that he hopes that the wound is not that deep, otherwise it would be very difficult to take the bullet out and save the person. He has lost, and he also says that he has lost a lot of blood as well. At this moment, Hannah choked. He looked up and saw her face the color of sulfur. Where is the anesthetic? She asked in a clean voice. It is as well that you came back. This fellow is beginning to stir. She had the bottle and some cotton in her hand, but how shall I do it? She asked. So these are all conversations happening between them when they are performing the surgery over that white man, and the conversation between Hannah and the doctor, upon how to do the surgery and how to apply anesthetic and the other things there. Okay, let's move to the fourth scene, the recovery and the general's visit, right? So this is where the turn comes in the story, that the surgery was successfully performed because doctor was a very very renowned surgeon at that point of time, and there's another twist to the tale happens, right? The general of the army, the doctor was also treating him as well. So a man visits their house asking the doctor to that the general is calling him to be performed, that he needs his help for his for his physical being because he is also not well. So वो कह के वो आते हैं और उनको जनरल को वहाँ लेके जाते हैं और जनरल के सामने वो क्या बोलते हैं आइए ये देखते हैं. The soldier Tom begins to recover. His presence creates a heavy atmosphere. The servants eventually quit, unable to stay in a house harboring an enemy. So उनके जो servants होते हैं वो नौकरी छोड़ देते हैं because they were scared that their master was hiding an enemy. Soon after, messenger in uniform arrives. A messenger in uniform arrives. Hannah fears they have been discovered, but the messenger is actually there because the old general is in pain and needs Sadao's medical expertise. Right? So पहले वो लोग डरते हैं कि वो शायद पकड़े गए या मतलब लोगों को पता लग गया है कि उनके यहाँ एक वाइट मैन है, but but luckily the old general was in pain and needs Sadao's, the doctor's help, and that's why the men in uniform came to ask Sadao to come to the general. Sadao tells the general about the American. So this is the twist to the tale, that when Sadao visits the general, he tells that there is a prisoner of war at his house, who has come through sea, who is gravely wounded, and he doesn't know what to do with him. The general's offer. The general, being selfish and valuing Sadao's skill for his own health, doesn't want Sadao arrested. He promises to send his private assassins to take care of the American and remove the body quickly, right? So essentially what happens is that the general was very, was very selfish of his own health, and he knows that Sadao was the best man who can treat him. For that he says that, तुम्हें किसी को बताने की ज़रूरत नहीं है, I'll send my men who would kill that white man and take the body away. So you will not be troubled and you won't get arrested by this. Okay, let's look at the text of this scene. On the seventh day, after that, two things happened. In the morning, the servants left together, their belongings tied in large square cotton kerchiefs. When Hannah got up in the morning, nothing was done. The house was not clean, the food and prepared, and the food not prepared, and she knew that what it meant, that the servants have left. In the afternoon, the second thing happened. Hannah, working hard on an unaccustomed labor, saw a messenger come to the door in official uniform. Her hands went weak and she could not draw her breath. The servants must have told already. She ran to Sadao, gasping, unable to utter a word. But by then the messenger had simply followed her through the garden, and there he stood. She pointed at him helplessly. Okay, so वो men in uniform arrives at their home and they were kind of trying to tell something to Hannah, but Hannah इतनी terrified हो जाती है कि वो भाग के she is going to Sadao, and she thinks that they have been caught. The general shook his head, and then the only message that the men in uniform had, that the general wants to see Sadao. So Sadao goes to the general, and that's where the general and the general और Sadao की का conversation होती है वो देखते हैं. The general shook his head. I'd rather not be in the test case. He said. He felt suddenly weak and overwhelmed in the cares of his life as an official in times such as these, when repeated victory brought great responsibilities all over the South Pacific. It is very unfortunate that this man should have washed up on your doorstep. I feel it so myself, right? So वो कहता है कि ये बहुत अनफॉर्चुनेट इंसिडेंट है कि ये मैन आपके घर तक बह के आ गया है. एंड सराव सेड कि मुझे भी ऐसा ही लगता है कि इट इज़ वेरी अनफॉर्चुनेट दैट ही हैज़ कम. It would be best if he could be quietly killed, the general said, not by you but by someone who does not know him, right? So वो कहता है कि जो उसको जानता नहीं है उससे हम इसको मरवाने की कोशिश करेंगे. I have my own private assassins. Suppose I send two of them to your house tonight, or better, any night. You need know nothing about it. It is now warm. What should be more natural than you should leave the outer partition of the white man's room open at the glance while he sleeps. So वो डॉक्टर से कहता है कि आप बस अपना ऊपर का उस कमरे का डोर खुला छोड़ दीजिएगा. My assassins would come and kill that person, and you won't be bothered by that. So he says certainly it would look very natural, and the doctor agrees that this can be done. They are very capable assassins. They make no noise and they know the trick of inward bleeding. If you like, I can even have them remove the body. That perhaps would be the best. Excellency, he agreed. Right? So he agrees that he can kill them and remove the body instantly. Okay, let's look at the next scene. 3 nights of waiting. Then what happens is Sadao goes back to his house and he spends 3 nights waiting for the assassins to come and kill the white man and take the body away. But there was no one who came, right? So Sadao slept badly that night. Time and time he woke, thinking he heard the rustling of footsteps, the sound of a twig broken on a stone displaced in the garden. A noise such a man might wake who carried a burden, right? So कोई सी भी छोटी सी भी आवाज़ आती थी वो उठ जाता था, thinking that the assassins have come. The next morning he made the excuse to go first into the guest. If the American were gone, he then would simply tell Hannah that so the general had directed. But when he opened the door, he saw at once there on the pillow was the shaggy blonde head. He could hear the peaceful breathing of sleep and he closed the door again. So after first night he goes there and see कि उसको लगता है कि शायद उसको remove कर गया होगा assassins ने, but no one came and the white man was peacefully sleeping. Then the third night, of course, must be the night. The wind changed to quiet rain, and the garden was full of the sound of dripping caves and running springs. Sadao slept a little better, but he woke at the sound of a crash and leave defeat. What was that, right? The baby woke and a voice began to wail. So बहुत सारी चीज़ें होती हैं जिससे उसकी नींद खुलती है, but कोई आता नहीं है, and he was, and even at the third night he saw that no one came, and the white man was almost completely safe at his house. Right? Don't go, he muttered, don't go. Yet when he opens the door at the guest room in the morning, there was that young man. He had already washed and was now on his feet. He has asked for a razor yesterday and had shaved himself. There was a faint color, and I am well, he said joyously. Right? So he was pretty good, and there was no one who came to assassinate him. Okay. Then the great escape. So exhausted by the tension and unable to let the man stay any longer, Sadao decides to take matters into his own hands. Instead of killing the man, he helps him escape, right? So after looking for 3 nights that someone would come and do and kill that person, kill the white man, no one comes. So he says that now he would take the matters in his own hand, and he would allow, or he would make the white man escape, right? So that he's not killed and he goes away. Sadao provides Tom with a boat. Food, bottled water, and quilt. He instructs him to row to a nearby deserted island and wait for a Korean fishing boat. वो उसको बोट देता है, फूड देता है, वाटर देता है, and ask him to take a boat, and एक बोट देता है, and says that he needs to go to a place जहाँ पे and wait for the Korean fishing boat, क्योंकि Korean fishing boats वहाँ आती रहती थी. So he asks him to go there and wait for the Korean fishing boats. He gives the soldier a flashlight and tells him to signal once if he's okay and twice if he runs out of food, right? So वो कहता है कि अगर आप इसको एक बार फ्लैश लाइट को बनाओगे तो I'll realize that you are okay, और अगर आप 2 बार करोगे तो I know that you are hungry and you need more food, right? So he asks him to signal by that as well. Let's look at the text. You understand, it is not hidden that you are here. The young man nodded in perfect comprehension. The young man agrees. Young man, was very acknowledgeable, was very thankful to the doctor, and he acknowledges, and he takes the boat and food and goes away. He had hesitated a good deal about giving a man a flashlight, but he decided to give him after that. If your food runs out before you catch a boat, signal me 2 flashes over the horizon. Do not signal in darkness, for it will be seen. If you are all right but still there, signal me once. You will find fresh fish easy to catch, but you must eat them raw. The fire would be seen, right? So वो कहता है कि आपको मैं फिश प्रोवाइड कराऊंगा, आपको रॉ खानी पड़ेगी, बिकॉज आप अगर आग जलाओगे तो आप पकड़े जाओगे, और मुझे 2 लाइट के सिग्नल करोगे तो आई विल रिकॉग्नाइज दैट यू नीड फूड, एंड इफ यू विल डू 1 फ्लैश लाइट देन आई विल रियलाइज दैट यू आर ओके, राइट? This is the conversation that happens. So finally, the American escapes successfully. American बिल्कुल ठीक तरीके से escape कर जाता है. Sadao informs the general that the prisoner has escaped. The general admits his negligence, and they both agree to keep the secret to protect one another. So, but Sadao informs the general that the person has escaped, and general admits that since he was busy with his own health, he could not send the assassins, and they both decide to keep, they both decide not to tell anyone, so that both of them are protected, right? The story ends with Sadao standing on his veranda looking out towards the sea. He thinks back to all the Americans he knew during his studies in the US. The harsh professor, the talkative landlady, and wonders why he could not bring himself to kill the soldier. Right? So, जब वो चले जाता है, one after that, in the end, Sadao was kind of sitting at his veranda, gazing at the sea, and then he realizes, all the Americans जो भी उसकी life में आए हुए थे, because he has studied his medical in America, right? So वो सारे लोग उसकी नज़र में आते हैं, उसकी दिमाग में आते हैं, and he clearly thinks that, he remembers the harsh professors, he remembers the landlady that he saw in America. Every American that he has seen in his life, वो सब उनके दिमाग में आते हैं. But then he wonders why he could not bring himself to kill the soldier. So he wonders that why he could not kill the soldier, right? The key theme of the story, the universal brotherhood of humanity often transcends the artificial boundaries of war and natural prejudice. Right? So this is one of the key theme, ये questions में भी आएगा कि universal brotherhood of humanity transcends the artificial boundaries. Right? जो humanity होती है वो boundaries के बाहर होती है, and you know like the doctor की ये duty होती है कि वो एक मरीज को cure करें, उसी तरीके से you know बहुत सारी जो ये ड्यूटीज होती है सिटीजन्स की टुवर्ड्स ईच अदर, दैट्स बियॉन्ड द बाउंड्री दैट एग्जिस्ट ऑन अर्थ. ओके, लेट्स लुक एट द टेक्स्ट ऑफ दिस सीन. Well, the old man said in a tone of amazement, so I did. But you see, I was suffering a good deal. The truth is, I thought of nothing but myself. In short, I forgot my promise to you. Right? So this is the conversation between the general and the doctor, and our general is saying कि यार मैं भूल गया. I forgot because I was myself suffering from this pain that you know I need to send the assassins and kill that person. Your Excellency, Sadao murmured. It was certainly very careless of me, the general said. But you understand it was not lack of patriotism or dereliction of duty. He looked anxiously at the doctor. If the matter should come out, you would understand that, wouldn't you? Right? Certainly, Your Excellency, Sadao said. He certainly comprehended that the general was in the palm of his hand and that was the consequence. He himself was perfectly safe. Right? So he clearly understands, the general says that you know if this matter comes out, you know that you know you won't say it to anyone. Sadao says that certainly, and he also acknowledges that he would also not say to anyone that he you know he permitted the American to escape the Japanese shore. Okay. Lastly, he stood for the moment in the veranda, gazing out to the sea from whence the young man had come that other night. And into his mind, although without reason, there came other white faces he had known. The professor at those house he had met, Hannah, a dull man, and the wife had been a silly, talkative woman in spite of her wish to be kind. राइट. सो वो वरांडा में खड़ा होता है और उस पूरे सीन को याद करने की कोशिश करता है, कैसे वो वाइट मैन वहाँ आता है, कैसे उसकी वाइफ पैनिक करती है, कैसे उसके सर्वेंट्स पैनिक करते हैं, एंड द होल 2-3 days और होल टाइम दैट दे हैव स्पेंट विद दैट वाइट मैन इन देयर हाउस. ही रिमेंबर्स दैट while sitting at the veranda. Now he remembers the youthful, haggard face of the prisoner, white and repulsive. Strange, he thought. I wonder why I could not kill him, right? And he wonders that you know why he could not kill him, even though you know he had all the chances to kill him and kind of you know or ask the police to kind of take him away, but he could not do it, right? So that's the story. I hope you've liked the explanation. Now let's look at some questions and answers. So the first question is, there is a conflict between Mr. Sadao's duty as a doctor and his duty as a loyal citizen of Japan. Explain how Sadao resolved this clash of value, right? So essentially इस पे 3-4 चीज़ें देखनी है कि कैसे उसकी ड्यूटी एज ए डॉक्टर एंड ड्यूटी एज ए सिटीजन के बीच में एक क्लैश था एंड हाउ ही परफॉर्म्ड इट, राइट. सो इसमें तीनों 4 इंस्टेंस हम देंगे. सबसे पहली चीज़ कि वी कैन नॉट से दैट ही वॉज नॉट पेट्रियोटिक बिकॉज ही इन्फॉर्म द जनरल अबाउट दैट पर्सन. Secondly, he was also very passionate, or he was loyal to his profession because you know he treated the person and after that he informed the general. उसने उसको पूरा सर्जरी करी, उसका पूरा ट्रीटमेंट किया, even though he knew कि अगर किसी को पता लग गया then he'll be in danger. Then also he performed that surgery. He informed the general and then at the end when he thought that there is nothing that can he do, then he made him escape as well, right? So these are 2-3 things that we would write. As a loyal Japanese citizen, his duty is to hand over the man to the authorities, especially since Japan is at war with America. However, as a general, his Hippocratic oath compels him to save a life regardless of the patient's identity. Sadao resolves this by prioritizing his humanitarian identity first. So सबसे पहले वो अपनी humanitarian identity को solve करता है, उसको prioritize करता है by giving surgery to that person, right? After that, he tells it to the general that reports that matter to the general that there is an American in his house and you know that he is staying at his house wounded, right? Ultimately, when the general fails to act, then he finds a middle path. He helps the soldier escape. By doing so, he saves his own conscience and his family's safety, proving that human compassion can exist इवन इन द हार्ट ऑफ अ नेशनलाइज्ड कॉन्फ्लिक्ट, राइट। सो तीनों चीज़ें लिखनी है। सबसे पहले ये लिखना है कि कैसे उसने अपने प्रोफेशन की इंटेग्रिटी को रखा बाय परफॉर्मिंग अ सर्जरी विद द पेशेंट। देन हमको ये लिखना है कि कैसे बीइंग पेट्रियोटिक ही टोल्ड द जनरल दैट देयर इज एन अमेरिकन मैन स्टेइंग एट हिज हाउस, एंड जब वो नहीं एक्ट करता है जनरल, देन ही टेक्स अ मिडिल पार्ट and makes him escape the Japanese shores, right? So he performs all the three duties, and he resolves the dilemma that he had between saving the person and killing him, right? So this is all the three instances we'll have to write here. Next question is, the general is a character who represents a different kind of enemy within the story. Analyze his character and his role in the American survival, right? So इसमें भी हमको तीनों चीज़ें लिखनी है कि कैसे he was not acting in a very professional manner and he was acting purely on self interest. सबसे पहली चीज़ self preservation, उसको अपने आप को बचाना सबसे ज़रूरी समझा उसने, and for that he said Sadao that he'll sell assassins so that Sadao won't be affected, because he knew that Sadao was very important for his own treatment. तभी वो उसको बोलता है कि मैं assassins को भेज दूंगा. So he was worried about self from the very beginning. Then the failed promise की बोलने के बाद भी उसने assassins नहीं भेजे, he forgot, and that represents his careless attitude towards his duty. And third, the mutual secret, and in the end जब वो उसको पता लगता है कि वो भाग गया है, then वो clearly सदाओ से कहता है कि प्लीज़ तुम किसी को बताना मत, and I'll also not tell anyone, and there was a person sitting at here, there was an American at your house, right? So ये तीनों चीज़ में उसका self interest दिखता है, और तीनों चीज़ में दिखता है that he was just worried about himself. Okay. The general does not have Sadao arrested for harboring a prisoner because he knows Sadao is the only surgeon he can trust with his failing health. He protects the traitor to protect himself. He offers to send assassins to kill the soldier, but he is preoccupied with his own surgery. This oversight is crucial because it allows the American to live without Sadao and having to commit a crime, right? So the American को chance मिल जाता है कि वो बच सके from Sadao's house. And the mutual secret, in the end, the general is as much a traitor as Sadao because he allowed a prisoner to escape for personal reasons. This represents corruption and hypocrisy that can exist within high-ranking military officers. Right? तो तीनों चीज़ें लिखनी है इसमें भी, self preservance, the failed promise and the mutual secret. ये तीनों examples हमको इस आंसर में लिखने पड़ेंगे when we would analyze the character of the general. Okay. And the last question, how does the author use the setting and the characters to convey the message of universal brotherhood? इसमें भी मैंने तीन चीज़ें लिखी हैं. सबसे पहली चीज़ लिखी है physical act of healing. Physical act of healing. When Sadao operates, he instinctively calls the American my friend, right? So this is the physical act of healing that Sadao was offering it to the American. This suggests that at a biological and a professional level, the enemy does not exist, only the patient exists, right? So सबसे हम इसमें करना क्या चाह रहे हैं, यूनिवर्सल ब्रदरहुड का मैसेज कैसे ये स्टोरी दे रही है, इसको हम निकालना चाह रहे हैं, राइट? सो इसमें भी 2-3 एग्जांपल्स दे सकते हैं. सबसे पहले तो जैसे मैंने कहा फिजिकल एक्ट ऑफ हीलिंग, कि जब सर्जरी कर रहा होता है सराव, डॉक्टर जब सर्जरी कर रहा होता है, देन ही टेल्स द अमेरिकन एज हिज फ्रेंड्स, राइट? So this clearly indicates that when as a doctor and a patient there is no border that exists, right? It is just a patient and a doctor. So there is a brotherhood that exists when a doctor is treating a patient. Number one. Contrast with servants, इसमें हमको ये दिखाने की कोशिश करनी चाहिए कि कैसे education helps a person to broaden its mindset. कि servants were not able to think about universal brotherhood, but the doctor and his wife were able to kind of think about the wounded soldier, right? So they were promoting universal brotherhood, however the servants were not. The servants represent the common narrow-minded prejudice of the time. By contrasting their coldness with Hannah and Sadao's reluctant kindness, Buck highlights that it takes a high level of education and empathy to see past wartime propaganda, right? So high level of education and empathy is needed to see past wartime propaganda. And Sadao's reflection. By the end of the story, Sadao reflects his time in America as well, right? He reflects the Americans that he has seen in his life. He reflects ki how there were different experiences with different Americans that he has met. And then, that prejudice he faced there. Then he remembers the kindness of his landlady, right? All these things he remember. This suggests that there are good people on both sides of the wall, right? So this suggests that there are good people on both sides of the wall because he remembers the kindness, he remembers the empathy of the various Americans that he has met in his life as well, right? So in the end, the enemy is not the American soldier, the real enemy is hate and prejudice that prevents humans from seeing each other as brothers, right? So the enemy is not the American soldier, but the prejudice and the hatred between two nations that makes two nations, people of two nations not seeing each other as brothers, but as enemies for each other, right? So I hope you've liked the story and the explanation of question and answers. Do share your comments in the comment box and stay tuned for more.